Hello, Eternum, and welcome to KOTT News, Eternum's #1 source for news. And this is the War Report. Dynamic change in the history of Eternum last night as the marauders of almost B- tier Dodgers ransacked the island's primary oil supplies in Weaver's Fin. KOTT News crews were on the scene and got a few words from Emperor Huang about the conquest. Congratulations on your victory here in Weaver Fin, becoming the primary oil barons of the island. How do you feel it went out there, my friend?
Both sides played really well. I think a lot of our players definitely stepped up and improved so much recently. It's a good war.
Excellent. I'm glad to hear that. Do you have any ambitions for further expansion now that you're in control here?
We're looking for more competition in the server, so we'll always challenge the strongest faction. Also want to, shout out to people who are staying in their own faction and not swapping to the strongest one. Shout out to Kylan for that.
Indeed. I understand you're hopeful and looking forward to somebody perhaps switching to one of the other factions to get out of purple and either join yellow or green. Is that correct?
Yeah, either Strawberry or JDB should take the step. I know you guys are really good at the game, but there's no reason to just Warlock and not enjoy the best content of the war, which is war and competition. So looking forward if any company in JDB, Strawberry, Global Gin, Pharma to swap, will work with you all the time and just encourage the competition on the server.
Later in Morningdale, KOTT News spoke with a personal alteration specialist about their performance. Congratulations on your victory here in the northern observation post of Morningdale, once again retaining the region. In the name of the Syndicate, how'd you feel it went down out there tonight?
I thought it was a really tough war. I think if people didn't focus up like they did at the end, we might have lost it, John.
Was there anybody whose performance really outshined tonight?
I think Amaro outshined everybody today. He let us know which bow we needed to kill. Once we beat that bow, we won the war.
Is there anything else you might like to say to the citizens of Eternum?
I just needed to say one thing, John. You all laughed when we picked up Firestaff, but now we are on top. Said we wouldn't be ignored, and now we are back with a vengeance. FS Union on top.
A late-night addition by Thrust Damage split their efforts in Monarch's Bluff, where they fell to Syndicate members of Strawberry. KOTT News crews were able to catch up with Strawberry, celebrating their successful hold of 2 regions simultaneously. Congratulations both in Monarch's Bluff and in Ebonscale, holding off Marauders on both fronts. How do you feel it went down out there tonight?
We held both, so I felt like we got the best outcome we could have gotten.
Indeed. Was there anybody who really outshined on them and their performance tonight?
Probably me. I always do, fun.
Oh, okay.
I remember, this wee-woo guy was just, I don't know, he was kind of, sitting on a turret or something.
Woo-wee, actually.
Same thing.
I'd also like to give props to the invasion people that held Everfall.
Oh, yeah? Our invasion people that held Everfall, and as well as the mercs that came out to help us, because we were double-decked. So shout out to them.
Well, you've been able to hold 2 off at a time. Do you feel confident in your ability to hold all 3 territories simultaneously if it comes to that?
Nah, that is impossible, mate.
Turning to the weather for tonight, and once again, the sun will shine on throughout the day. But look out after sunset, when corruption invasion forces will rise up across 20% of the island. 3 more lineup submissions for Simulated Fantasy Combat Resolution tonight, brought to you by LARPco. Remember, if it isn't LARPco, it's cardboard. First up, the Marauders of almost B- tier Dodgers attack the Covenant forces of Outcast for control of the bear-infested deep forests of Brightwood. It's gonna take a little extra credit for the Dodgers to prove themselves passable amongst the great houses of the island, but a win tonight could get them over the hump. Outcast forces have stood their ground before the Dodgers before, and this time their druids have communed with the bears. But will they need the aid of the spirits of the woods? Then, the Covenant forces of Error.pxp assail the Syndicate members of JDB's Kitchen for control of the secondary oil reserves of Cutlass Keys. The Zealots of Error.pxp set their waypoint to the southern shores of Cutlass Keys, but will they be able to overcome the Kitchen staff in this new setting? JDB's Kitchen were able to prevent an Error Forces break-in to the vault last week in Windsward, but will they commit as many forces to the hold of this coastal region? Meanwhile, the marauders of Iron Reavers assault the syndicate members of JDB's kitchen staff for control of the master fishing port town of Reekwater. Iron Reavers forces making a timely attempt to bust up the Reekwater Union of Fishermen. But can they overcome the solidarity of the syndicate? Because the syndicate members of JDB's kitchen staff stand with the local Reekwater Union of Fishermen. So keep your children at home. Things are about to get rough. Be sure to tune in for complete coverage and reactions from the citizens tonight at 11. Until then, this has been War Correspondent JChalant, KOTT News.